What's up, you guys? This is the 80s music lover, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my vinyl collection on motion picture soundtracks, the movies. Most of these movies came out in the 80s, so these are 80s genre movie motion picture soundtracks on vinyl. Against All Odds. And this album here had the hit Against All Odds from Phil Collins. All the Right Moves starring Tom Cruise. Arthur, the album. And this one had Christopher Cross's hit, Arthur's theme, Best That You Can Do, when you get caught between the moon and New York City. And Liza Minnelli, I love some acting by Liza Minnelli. She's one of my favorite actresses back then. Stars Born, Streisand and Christopherson. Yeah, he was the guy that was he was helping Blade out. Wesley Snipes' Blade. He was Wesker. Barbara Streisand. First, Back to the Future. The Power of Love was a hit single off of this motion picture soundtrack by Huey Lewis and the News. Michael J. Fox starred in this one. And boom, there's Prince's Batman. And what can I say about that? Need I say he had a number of hits, but the song that kicked it off and the song that got played before the movie was released in the theaters was Bat Dance. Hey Ducky, stick the 7-inch in the computer. Batman soundtrack did very well, was very successful for Prince and for the movie, for promotions. This is just a 12-inch Method Man, the Riddler, that was played on the radio from Batman Forever, starring Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones, and Val Kilmer as Batman. R. Kelly 12-inch from Gotham City. The song was called Gotham City, and it was from the soundtrack Batman and Robin, which was my least favorite out of those series of the first 4 Batmans in the 80s. And Jack Nicholson said, think about the future, y'all. Beat Street, classic right there. Break dancing, hip hop popping, locking, calling each other out, cruise, and New York, Brooklyn, LA, Chicago, all them places doing break dancing all over the world. This one had Harry Belafonte starring in this, and Raydon Chong. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 1. This one had a lot of hits on it, you guys. Glenn Frey, some of the artists on there that appeared: Patti LaBelle, Pointer Sisters, Shalimar, Danny Elfman Jr., The System. Very hot album for Eddie Murphy's first released in the series of the first Beverly Hills Cop, which is a very successful movie also. It's a 12-inch from that movie. New Attitude, Patti LaBelle. Axel F. The extended mix is on the back. Very rare. Oh. And then Patti LaBelle once again. Beverly Hills Cop, Stir It Up, 12-inch. I like that song. Stir it up. Pick it up now. Alright. Yeah. Looks like Stir It Up was on side A and side B. Okay, continuing on, Beverly Hills Cop Part 2. This one also had a lot of hits from different artists. Corey Hart, remember? I'll wear my sunglasses at night. But that wasn't on this soundtrack. That's who we all know Corey Hart from. His hot, probably his hottest hit single in the 80s was that. But he did a different song on this one here. It wasn't Sunglasses. James Ingram, Jermaine Jackson, The Jets, George Michael, Pebbles, Pointer Sisters, Ready for the World, Bob Seger, Charlie Sexton, Sue Ann, The Hole. Man, this is just... They try to burn this album up here with all these hot artists. The movie did pretty good too. I like Bridget Nielsen, Eddie Murphy, Judge Reinhold, All-Star to Beverly Hills Cop 2. 12-inch single from Beverly Hills Cop 2. Pebbles, Love, Hate. Love to love you, hate to stop. There she is, y'all. Ooh. Love to love you, hate to stop. Yeah, very pretty. Very pretty. Uh-oh. Breakfast Club. Y'all remember the Breakfast Club. Look at me. Need I say anything about these actors and actresses on this front cover here? All very successful throughout their careers. Simple Minds, Elizabeth Daily, Wang Chung, oh man, Jesse Johnson and Stephanie Sproul, Joyce Kennedy. My goodness. Good soundtrack. And went very well with the movie. 12-inch from Breakfast Club. Wang Chung's Fire in the Twilight. I like that part when they was running through the corridors and all that. And Heart Too Hot to Hold. Jesse Johnson and Stephanie Sproul. I think that's a long version of that, you guys. Might be. I haven't spent that album yet. I have 2 copies of this. This is Breakin' with Boogaloo Shrimp, Michael Chambers, Shabba-Doo, Orlando, and then the one chick in here, I forgot her name. I like her. She did a very good job in acting with them on this. She kind of made the movie side of the breakdancing. Excellent actress. I give her a lot of was it Lucinda Dickey? That's her name. Yeah. Very successful album. Hip hop, breakdancing like Beat Street, but to me, Breaking was better than Beat Street. I liked it better. This is a 12-inch from that very rare Bodywork from a breakdancing 1 soundtrack by Hot Streak. This is the 12-inch version, you guys. On the back, it's more mixes. Uh-oh. Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's the whole album, y'all. Ollie and Jerry, they continued on and worked on making the music for the pop lock and movie success of Breakin', as Breakin' 2 was made. And all three of the actors returned to do Breaking to Electric Boogaloo, very successful movie in some states, not as a whole in the United States, but it was very successful in other states, certain states. The first movie did better by sales as a whole. It was more popular, but the album is more rare. Or the second album. This is Do the Right Thing. My Fantasy by Teddy Riley. Spike Lee joint. There's a picture of Guy. Teddy Riley and Guy. Like, we don't know who Teddy Riley is. That picture on there. Alright. Here we go. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. The original motion picture soundtrack. Classic. I love that picture. Kind of like makes me want to go back to the movies and just to go see this movie right here. Again, they're going to be putting it in 3D. That's what George Lucas is working on right now. Uh-oh, it's my boy Stallone. First Blood. Huh. First Blood. Why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me? Alright. Yeah. This was a very good movie. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites from Stallone. Very long-running series of movies followed this because this was such a phenomenal hit for him in the theaters. He created an iconic character, John Rambo, and I love the song off of here from at the end when he finally gives himself up and then he gets arrested and taken in and he's walking and all the cops lights flashing and then that one song is played at the end and the credits roll. I love that song. That's featured on this album here. Of course, it had to be. Sweet. Alright, Flashdance. What can I say about her? She was fine back in the day. She's still pretty now. Flashdance, What a Feeling. Irene Cara. The actual Maniac. That was the two songs featured. And then the love theme from Flashdance too. On here. This is a good soundtrack though, you guys. Very good soundtrack. A lot of energy, a lot of dancing. Speaking of dancing, continue on with Footloose. Cut Footloose. Now, a lot of artists was featured on this album too to make this movie successful, and that was Kenny Loggins doing the actual theme song for the movie Footloose. Shalimar, Dancing in the Sheets. Denise Williams, Let's Hear It for the Boy, big hit. Almost Paradise. Let me see. Sammy Hagar did The Girl Gets Around. And I think those are the main feature songs off of and for this Footloose album. Kevin Bacon starred in it. This is a breakout movie for him that kind of put him on the map. And as he continued his career and did many good movies to follow after Footloose. The original, the first Ghostbusters movie soundtrack, Ghostbusters 1. And this one had a lot of good music on it as well. We had Ray Parker Jr. did Ghostbusters, and there was some controversy behind that song. Somebody sued him, I forgot who it was, for using a certain arrangement or a line or something about the song was a copyright, illegal copyright. And he didn't get the rights that were approved for him to make it. And I don't think Ray Parker Jr. knew about it, but that's what happened, and it was a big mess for a while, but it didn't hurt his career or nothing. So this is a very good soundtrack, very good movie. Alright, we're going to stop here and then continue on.